Hello, welcome back to the World Explorer. This segment we are focusing on Russian absolutism. Ivan IV will be joining us later today. Oh, here he is now. Ivan, please stop telling people and sit down.
Royal purple.
Okay, how do you like your name, Ivan the Terrible?
I love it. Woo!
Yeah. Okay, why did you hate the Boyars so much?
I wanted absolute power. They were in my way.
Okay, goodbye, Ivan.
See you later.
Okay, so after Ivan's rule, he had no heir to the throne. So the Romanov family took over, and their dynasty lasted about 300 years. From Ivan came Peter, as we better know him, Peter the Great. Back in 1696, Russia was still using feudalism as their main government, because Russia still had not experienced the Renaissance, due to geographic barriers and religious differences. Peter was fascinated by Europe, so he started his journey to westernization, which he called the Grand Embassy, in 1697. Peter is here today to talk to us about his Grand Embassy.
Hey.
Hello, Peter. So, what were your main goals for your Grand Embassy?
Westernization, of course. I took control of the church, started the first newspaper, hired European officers to teach military, gave more power to women, and made men shave their beards because that's gross.
Okay, so why did you decide to name your new capital St. Petersburg?
Because I am the Tsar of Russia, and I'm awesome.
Okay, thank you for coming, Peter.
Yeah.
That concludes this segment of the World Explorer.
The potato! The potato. Either way you look at it, it's one of the most amazing spuds. It can grow almost anywhere and can be added to virtually any dish. The potato, it's Russia's favorite food.
Welcome to another episode of the World Explorer. Today we will be discussing English absolutism. Our guest today is Henry VIII. So Henry, tell us about your wives. How did they do?
Well, I divorced the first one. On the second one, I chopped her head off. And on the third one, she died on me in childbirth. The fourth one, I divorced her. The fifth one, I beheaded her again. And the last one, well, she outlived me.
I see. So did you have any children with any of your wives?
Yeah, I had many kids, but only Edward, Mary, and Elizabeth survived.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for coming in, Henry.
Yeah.
Okay. After Henry's death, his son, Edward VI, took the throne. Edward was only 10 at the time. After Henry's death, his son, Edward VI, took the throne. Edward, please have a seat. So, how long did you rule, Edward?
I ruled for 6 years. I died when I was 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, after that, your half-sister Mary ruled, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so thank you for that short interview.
Yeah.
After Edward VI's untimely death, his sister Mary took the throne. And here she is right now. Have a seat, Mary.
Okay.
Why were you called Bloody Mary?
I had over 300 Protestants executed during my reign.
Wow, that's a lot. So, you were a devout Catholic, unlike Elizabeth.
That's right, Elizabeth was Protestant. I actually locked her in a tower for a while.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mary. After Mary's death, Elizabeth, Henry VIII's other daughter, came to the throne. She was an Anglican, unlike Mary. Have a seat, Elizabeth. So, Elizabeth, how did you make England into a world power?
My English Navy defeated the Spanish Armada.
Oh, how did you do that?
Well, there was a storm, and the Spaniards weren't used to tough seas. Mine were.
I see. So, how did you create peace between the Protestants and the Catholics in your country?
Well, I created the Anglican Church, right? To mediate the differences between Protestants and Catholics.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for that interview, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
And that concludes this segment of The World Explorer.
Spanish Armada wants you! I take that back. The Spanish Armada was defeated by the English Navy. Go English!
Hello, welcome back. We will now be doing a segment on French absolutism. Henry IV was originally a Huguenot but converted to Catholicism. He then created the Edict of Nantes to create religious toleration. Louis XIV, Henry IV's son, took the throne at the age of 5. He was controlled by many people older than him, so by the time he was old enough to rule, he wanted absolute power. We welcome Louis XIV here today. So, what was your main saying for your rule?
Well, it was l'état civil, which means I am the state. You know, without me, there is no country. I am the Sun King. I rule everything.
Calm down. Sorry. Sit. Good. So what did you do to keep the power to yourself then?
Well, me being amazing, of course, helped. But I also created the Palace of Versailles, you know, to keep the nobles from making all the important government decisions.
I see. What were some of the issues you faced as ruler?
Well, there weren't many issues since I'm amazing. But, you know, I did revoke the Edict of Nantes, which not many people liked, because it created many unsuccessful and expensive wars.
I see. Well, thank you for coming in, Louis. The Sun King. Thank you. And that concludes this segment of French absolutism.
Hi, this is your Sun King here inviting you to the Palace of Versailles. It's an experience you'll never forget. See you there. And remember, l'état c'est moi.
Welcome back to the World Explorer. The last country we're looking at today is Spain. Isabella and Ferdinand will be interviewed here any minute. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Hello, Isabella. Where's Ferdinand?
Oh, he's off with the Armada. You know, those boys and they're fighting.
Ah, yeah. As devout Catholics, when you and Ferdinand conquered Granada, you had all the Moors and Jews convert to Catholicism, correct?
Yes, we called the Jews that converted conversos and the Moors Moriscos.
I see. So, you funded Columbus's journey to the New Land, right? Why'd you do that?
I believed it would give Spain more gold.
I see. Good for money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that interview. Give Ferdinand my greetings.
Will do.
And that completes this episode of